Special Constable Glen Goodman only finished his police training 3 weeks ago. Now baby Thomas will never know his father. PC Sandy Kelly is seriously ill, suffering from multiple shot wounds, facing more surgery. 2 ordinary PCs on patrol on the A64 near York gunned down when they went to carry out a routine check on a red Sierra. North Yorkshire police believe they're dealing with professional killers, cold-blooded enough to shoot anyone in their way, firing off rounds at a second patrol car which gave chase before dumping and burning the Sierra, destroying any evidence. 3 forces are now involved in the manhunt. Scotland Yard's anti-terrorist squad has been brought in from London, while military bases, favourite IRA targets, have been put on red alert throughout the north of England.
The head of Scotland Yard's anti-terrorist branch, Commander George Churchill Coleman, arrived with a team of officers at the murder scene this afternoon. The Chief Constable of North Yorkshire, Mr. David Burke, seen on the left, called in the anti-terrorist officers after the fatal shooting on the A64 earlier today. Police sealed off the busy dual carriageway. Just before 4 a.m, 2 patrol officers had been shot and wounded after stopping 2 men in a red Sierra. A few minutes later, in the village of Hillam, near the A1, another patrol was fired on, though the 2 officers escaped unhurt. Witnesses thought they heard automatic weapons being fired at the police car.
I heard this terrific bang, which I thought was a car coming through railings. So I got up to the window and police were all over, searching round me back and front. Then I saw a right big blaze opposite direction in Bluebell Wood.
In fact, the blaze she saw was the red Sierra abandoned and set alight in a remote field. The gunmen had fled, leaving behind 2 seriously wounded officers. But this evening, as they searched extensive wooded areas, North Yorkshire police were acknowledging the probability that the wanted men had a terrorist connection.
Gunmen, both described by police as white, one in his late 20s, the other in his 40s, fired on a second patrol car. But the officers, one a WPC, were unhurt. The scene of the second shooting is littered with disused cartridges now being examined by forensic officers and members of the anti-terrorist branch. Eyewitnesses said they heard automatic gunfire.
A red Sierra that went past, and I looked up at wood over there and it were on fire. There was just black smoke.
Police have searched the area for several miles and parts of it remain sealed off. They will not formally discuss theories about the motive for the shooting, but terrorism is considered a very strong possibility. Jonathan Munro, ITN in Tadcaster.
7 shots fired very quickly, and it was quite obviously a semi-automatic rifle.
As armed officers were called in to seal off the area, the police warned that the gunmen were desperate and dangerous.
Bomb disposal squads have been seen heading to the area. An army helicopter has been hovering overhead, and there's speculation that a cache of arms or bombs has been found. Over now live to our reporter at Burton Salmon, John Shires. John, can you tell us now as we speak what actually is happening there now?
Well, at the moment, Richard, not a great deal. We're all watching and waiting. Now, Burton Salmon, I should explain, is a village that police have been paying special attention to throughout the day. On one side of the village last night, it was where a police car was fired upon. On the other side of the village, to the right of me at the moment, is where a getaway car was found last night. And throughout the day, police have been searching sheds and woodland nearby, and it would seem that in mid-afternoon that their search has borne fruit.
Well, is there any indication of what they have found then?
Well, not just at the moment. There is also obviously an awful lot of speculation at the moment, and people around me have been told, the rumours flying around, that an arms cache has been found, and the presence of the bomb disposal squad and perhaps the anti-terrorist squad, although that hasn't been confirmed either, would seem to bear weight to that as well.
Yes, you seem to be standing in a quiet village street there. We can see it's a cul-de-sac. Is the activity going on fairly near you, or is it hidden from view?
Well, it's all going on right behind me at the moment. There are some houses down there. There are a lot of people standing around off-camera shot at the moment, but they've been told that they mustn't go down there under any circumstances, so they're just waiting and watching like the rest of us. I should add that in the last 5 minutes or so, an underwater search team has also been called in to investigate and to look into a pond which is near the village on the other side. But at the moment, as I say, we're just all watching and waiting.
Thank you, Ben. And it comes through to us again if we have any more news. Thank you very much.